this weekend is Funko Fun Fest 2023, a day where Funko will be doing a grand opening of their brand new section in Funko HQ, but it includes prizes and games, and especially the most important thing, specific exclusive items for the event. And if you're a regular viewer in this channel, you're probably thinking, DK, why you set up in the normal setup that you do your Funko NFTs in? And that's mainly because I just finished recording that video before I started this one. But nonetheless, it's not about the Funko NFTs today. I'm DK Wrestler, and today I'm going to be talking about all of the exclusive items for Funko Fun Fest 2023, talking about them one by one and doing a list from the worst to the best exclusives for this event, even though the majority of them are already announced Funko Shop exclusives. But I guess I will kick off what I feel is the worst exclusive, and that is the Hot Rod variant of Echo from Overwatch 2. I mean, don't get me wrong, the detail of this pop is not too bad, but the thing about this also is that I believe this is actually a 10-inch Funko Pop, so of course, it's taking up space in your collection, and I think already for Overwatch 2, they announced a 4-inch version of this pop, so it's like, do you really need the 10-inch pop while you already have the 4-inch pop? I don't really think so. Next up is the Pop Classics of Jack Skellington from The Nightmare Before Christmas. I do enjoy what they have done with the Pop Classics pops, but within the last couple of months, it has just been, let's take the OG pop and then add it on a stand, especially with an OG pop that still is made by Funko. It was cool at first considering that with characters like, example, Lotso, and then you have pops like, I believe, the OG Joker, where those are pops that are vaulted and Funko no longer makes, and then they bring it back as a 25,000 piece item for this Classics lineup. While with this Jack Skellington, I'm pretty sure Funko still produces this pop, so it isn't really a classic pop when it's a pop that had never been vaulted yet. It's just giving a fancy looking box with, of course, the coin and the little card. I do own the Lotso one, especially because I can't afford the OG Lotso and the price that that's at. While with this pop, you can find this pop still for fairly cheap on the secondary market without having to pay a little bit of a premium price to get the whole deal with the Classics pop. Next up on my list would be the Flocked Appa as a part of a pop and bag bundle for Avatar: The Last Airbender. Now, this isn't too bad of an idea. I mean, it makes sense because of what I guess Appa is. The backpack is pretty cool with the design, but my only gripe about this pop and why it's so low on this list, didn't they already make a Flocked Appa pop that was a 6-inch exclusive to Box Lunch? So why did they have to remake this pop and make it a 4-inch pop, especially, and it's another gripe of course, being a pop and bag bundle? We know how much pop and bag bundles retail now on Funko Shop, which I believe is $120 US. Yes, you get a pop stack to protect your Funko Pop so it doesn't get damaged, but that should have happened when the pop bags were either 55 US or 105 US. Next up is the 3-liter Oogie Boogie soda from Nightmare Before Christmas, which has a glow-in-the-dark chase. Now, this is definitely one that actually was recently announced as a Funko Shop exclusive, I guess now as a Fun Fest exclusive. I feel like with a character like Oogie Boogie, this shouldn't have been made as a 3-liter considering there was already the normal size soda, or they should have never made the regular soda and only made it as a 3-liter, because this is just a waste of time where you could have characters that make sense for this sizing of Funko soda be made as a Fun Fest exclusive instead of taking characters that have already been made and then just making it much bigger. Especially because knowing how 3-liter sodas have been, this probably will go on sale at some point on the site. Next up is the Photo Negative Glam Rock Freddy figure. Now, it's pretty random to actually add a figure somewhere pretty decently high on the list, since normally if it's a pop or soda, most likely that's going to rank itself higher than the non-pop or soda figures. But the way that this figure looks is pretty cool. I am looking at my screen in case you were wondering as terms to the photos to get a better look at this, and this actually looks really cool. The blue pops out really nicely with the, I guess I should say, the two shadings of blue with the orange and the white. You have a cool microphone stand to go with it, and it's cool that Funko has kind of expanded to these kinds of figures so that they're not just what they normally do with pop figures and sodas. You do have figures made by Funko that have a bit of articulation, but I'm not entirely too sure how many people are actually going to be on board and buying this, and it could possibly not actually sell out when it comes to this convention or whatever it's called this upcoming Saturday. Next up would be the Deathstroke for the Warner Brothers 100 set, and the way that this pop looks is pretty cool. We have gotten a decent amount of Deathstrokes already, and some of them are cool, some of them are meh. This one is kind of in the middle. I do like the design of the mask where basically you don't have like an eye with the one side and then you do see the eye with the other, and I'm not sure what the weapon he's holding. He's got like a electricity on both sides of it, but that's pretty cool too, the way that the stance is, and especially the colors that are popping out here, especially when you look at the boots and how you do have a dark and light orange. Next up would be the Bibbo with Pie from Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and this is not too bad looking of a pop. I do like the overall detail of the Killer Clowns from Outer Space figures, so that's why it kind of ranked a little bit high on this list, but I believe we have gotten a couple versions of Bibbo already. This time he's holding a pie, but the detail alone is what basically brings this pop up as terms to this list, but it's nothing that I would pretty much get. Next up would be the Skiing Freddy Funko, a figure that I feel a lot of people will want to get, considering it actually is an in-person only figure to get there, while the majority of them will be available to purchase on the Funko shop. And the Skiing Freddy Funko isn't too bad. I mean, for me, if you know me very well, I'm not entirely a fan of the Freddy Funko figures, but this one is decent. You got the like blue and yellow hat. You got the outline of the crowns on that. He's got the skiing poles. This is a pretty cool pop to make, as pretty much I would call it a con only like exclusive, even though it's not a con, but still it's pretty cool. It's something for people to look forward to when they arrive to Funko HQ on August 26th, this upcoming Saturday. Next up will be the Kiara with Shippo like Poppin' Buddy from Inuyasha. This is a really cool pop. This pop was announced, like, I want to say pretty much at the beginning of the year, so we've known this for a long time, but I guess it's confirmed to be officially a Funko Fun Fest 2023 exclusive, even though hasn't this pop already been released? I swear this pop has already been released, unless it's one of those situations, because this did release at Toys R Us here in Canada, so it might have been one of those ones where it's like it released in Canada before the States for some reason, but nonetheless, this is a pretty cool pop where you do have a Poppin' Buddy, and especially with the chance at a flock chase is even better, because as terms of the glam shot, the flocking does look nice on this pop. And especially, it's not just the animal or creature that it is for Inuyasha. It's been a while since I've seen the series that is flocked. It is also the human that is also flocked with the hair, which I don't think has really been done that much before. So it's really cool and makes it really unique for this pop. Then we got ourselves the Scented Cherry Nerd, which is an in-person only exclusive for FunFest 2023. And this was one of those instances where Funko did originally announce this pop on social media as a Funko Shop exclusive, and within maybe like 30 minutes to an hour, Funko deleted it off their social media platforms and it never got reposted. So maybe that was the case, is that they knew this was going to be a Funko Fun Fest 2023 exclusive instead of just being a normal Funko Shop exclusive, especially because you can see in this pop, it does have that Funko Fun Fest 2023 exclusive stickers. So that's pretty decent. It's scented. I do like the scent of cherry, so that's really awesome. So who knows, maybe I could get this pop, but highly doubt it because I barely collect the ad icons. But my co-host MD Shady may be wanting to get this pop, but maybe that might not be likely, considering the only way you can get it at this moment is going to Everett, Washington at Funko HQ for the Funko Fun Fest. So that's a really cool item to make, as pretty much, I guess I've mentioned it again, kind of a con only pop. And last but not least, I have the Retro Toucan Sam as the best exclusive for Funko Fest 2023. Ad icons, they're very popular with people, especially with a character like Toucan Sam that has barely gotten any pops. We've gotten like that OG one back in the day in like 2017 as a Funko Shop exclusive. We had the 1,000 piece metallic version that was very sought after. And then even though we did have a recent version that started started hitting up stores as a common. There is a retro version, which is really cool because a lot of people do love nostalgia, and especially people were excited about the like retro ad icons figures. They did one for Tony the Tiger, which I actually do own, and then they also did a couple for the Kellogg's NFT set, and now we have one for Toucan Sam, which I feel like a lot of people have been requesting for a while. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed today's video on me talking about the worst to best Funko Fun Fest 2023 exclusives, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what your favorites and least favorites are, and let me know actually if you are going to Funko Fun Fest 2023. But thank you for watching this video, and hope to see you guys next time. 1, 2, 3, I'm out of here.